There are a lot of keys to hitting a successful chip shot. For example, my ball position and my hand position, staying still and not getting wristy, just to name a few. But when I'm chipping, there are two keys that trump all the other keys, and I'll share both of those with you today on Winning Golf.
All right, everybody, time for some winning golf. Winning golf.
Look at that spot.
What we play, working on that short game each and every day. I'm near the green again, that's where the action all begins. 'Cause with winning golf, everybody wins.
Hey, Dream.
Winning golf, making that wedge stop on a dime, getting that bunker shot up close every single time.
That's a line.
Back in my stance, making it
Alright, it's gonna go in. Here it comes.
with winning golf, everybody wins. That's right, everybody wins.
Winning Golf is brought to you by SAP. SAP, the best run businesses run SAP.
Hi everyone, and welcome to another exciting week of Winning Golf where everybody wins. And speaking of winning, today I am honored to welcome a talented group of players hosted by SAP America, Winning Golf's 2012 title sponsor. A little later in the Cleveland Golf Skills Challenge, players from SAP America, AmerisourceBergen, and AmeriHealth Mercy will compete for some wonderful prizes like this amazing Sun Mountain golf bag. Plus, today's champion will have the opportunity to pitch from 90 feet for the keys to the #1 crossover on the road today. That's the Infinity JX. And on the tee, I'll tackle the dreaded downhill bunker shot. You won't want to miss that. But first, before we get to all that excitement, let's take a tour around today's beautiful facility, the scenic and historic Radley Run Country Club. For nearly 50 years, Radley Run Country Club has provided the surrounding neighborhood and community with the very best in club leisure, recreation, and amenities. It is most definitely a family-oriented, member-owned club that retains the quiet ambiance and character of the historic Brandywine Valley. Radley Run Country Club was once a property owned by William Penn and Samuel Painter. The on-site mansion house, known as Radley's Gem, dates back to 1770 and provides members and guests with a unique setting for social gatherings, wine tasting dinners, and intimate receptions. Of course, the dining opportunities don't stop there. Radley's Pub offers a casual setting and welcoming atmosphere, much like a regular neighborhood hangout. Complementing the pub is the elegant dining room, which is perfect for banquets and weddings and can accommodate as many as 200 guests. The charming Buckler Room, which sits adjacent to the dining room, is ideal for intimate meals or small corporate lunches.
One of the things that we pride ourselves on is our family-centered atmosphere that we have at the club. Everything we do, we try to include every aspect of the family in that, from our junior academy for tennis, our junior academy for golf, our swim team program, which are all 150 strong with children. And everything we do, social events, we always try to incorporate something so that every member of the family can participate.
On the recreational side, Radley Run offers many unique programs for the whole family. The pulse of the club in the summertime is centered around its beautiful 25-meter pool, a place of games and leisure for adults and children. Radley Run is currently constructing 4 hard-true tennis courts and 2 platform tennis courts.
They will be completed by Labor Day and be open for the fall season. That'll give us a total of 8 tennis courts.
And last but certainly not least is the superbly conditioned 18-hole championship golf course created by well-known English course designer Alfred Toll. This challenging layout, which stretches to 6,847 yards from the tips, creatively incorporates 2 running brooks, the Plum Run and the Radley Run. The course and practice facilities are meticulously maintained, and the views starting from the very first hole are inspiring.
On hole number 7 over the winter, what we did is we extended the lateral water hazard on the right side that comes into play off the tee box all the way down to the creek that crosses the fairway. And that's a big change for us because The bigger player used to be able to just blow the ball out to the right and not worry about any creek or anything, and they avoided that OB on the left side. But now they have to really think about their drive.
At Radley Run, the competitive golfer and the casual golfer alike will find events that will suit their game and the golf game of their children. While adult golfers have 3 sets of tees, the juniors also have 2 sets of their own tees. One thing is for sure, Radley Run caters to the entire family. If you would like to learn more about the many amenities that Radley Run Country Club can offer its members, or are interested in planning a golf outing, wedding, or special gathering, just call 610-793-1660 or visit the web at radleyrun.countryclub.com.
Now it's time to check out what's on the tee with PGA professional Doug Hendricks.
On the tee today, I'd like to discuss what I believe is the most challenging of all the bunker shots, the downhill lie. As usual, a good setup will usually lead to a good result. So let's get right into it. Number 1, I like to play the ball back in my stance. Number 2, I choke down on the golf club. Number 3, I open my club face, but just slightly. Not as much as normal. I keep it about here. I don't want a lot of bounce for this shot. And number 4, probably the most important, is my posture. I must have my shoulders and my hips parallel with the slope of the sand. So to do that, I put a lot more weight in my front foot and my front hip. This lowers this side of my body, raises the back side of my body so I can swing down the slope. Now here's the swing. I like to take the club head and lift the club up quicker than normal. If I drag it back, I could hit the sand, and of course that's a penalty. So I want to feel like I'm lifting the club up, and with my head staying still, I'm going to swing down the slope of the sand. I'm going to feel like I'm chasing the golf ball right to the target. Let's see what happens. Ball is back. Club face is slightly open. I'm choking down and putting a lot of weight into that front leg. Even from the downhill lie, with a good setup, I guarantee your next shot will be a putt.
And now it's time for the Cleveland Golf Skills Challenge, brought to you by Cleveland Golf. Cleveland Golf, where scoring matters. Now let's meet our competitors. Alex Christensen, Greg LeGrand, Frank Baresi, Peter Tiano, Mike Cervini, Mark Woodward, John Chiavelli, Carl Mullner, John DeLuigi, Dave Barker, Dan Murray.
Well, John Chiavelli, thank you for serving as our host today. And for me, I'm always excited to spend a day with SAP and some of their special customers. We're going to have a great day here at Radley Run.
Absolutely, Doug. We really appreciate the invite to be here, talking with the guys at breakfast. Everybody's really super excited to get the day going.
Well, thank you, John. And guys, I thought we'd start our day with a fun putting contest. How does that sound?
Yeah!
All right, well, here's the deal. In a few seconds, our host, John, is going to pull a name out of the hat. That player will then have a very big decision to make. He can choose to putt from 5 feet for 24 Srixon golf balls, from 10 feet for a gift certificate to the Desmond Hotel, or from 15 feet for 2 rounds of golf, green fees and cart fees right here at Radley Run Country Club. What a track, guys.
Yeah!
All right. So, John, would you kindly pull out our lucky contestant from this hat?
You got it. There you go. Frank.
His name is Frank Baresi.
Right.
Frank? Yeah! All right, Frank, come on down, Frank. All right, your decision. Golf balls, Desmond, or round of golf?
Let's do golf.
Let's do the golf. Okay, let's get ready to make a putt. Well, we're on the challenging 18th green at Radley Run. Frank Baresi will have 3 tries to make a 15-foot putt. If he rolls it in, Frank will take home 2 rounds of golf to Radley Run Country Club. Pretty much straight up the hill here. There's the first one. Oh, just over the ledge. A good attempt. He's got 2 more tries. Second putt, he's going right at it. This has, just on the other side of the hole. So we have 1 on each side. Let's see if we can put one in the middle. Final attempt by Frank Baresi from 15 feet. Going right at it, got a chance. Oh, just off the edge. Well, good try by Frank Baresi. Well, Frank Baresi, well done today. It's a lot of good strokes to the hole.
Thanks, I really appreciate it. It was a lot of fun.
You got it. When we come back, we'll find out which players have been working on their short game.
Coming up, Doug gives us some winning golf tips, plus one of our contestants will pitch for a new Infiniti JX when Winning Golf, brought to you by SAP, returns.
It should feel familiar, confident, like 33 years of master craftsmanship in every swing. Like the leaderboard is there for the climbing. It should feel dialed in, responsive, and completely in control of the moment. Unlimited touch to create, attack, and own Sunday afternoon. This is how a wedge should feel.
Enjoy one-of-a-kind hospitality at the Desmond Hotel Malvern, a full-service hotel with a staff focused on providing exceptional customer service. It's no wonder our guests say the Desmond Hotel is the best part of traveling. This summer, visit the Sunset Grill at the Desmond. Succulent Maine lobster, live music, and special cocktails. Come see why we're consistently voted the best outdoor dining in Chester County. If it's important to you, trust it to us at the Desmond.
Prizes and tee gifts for the Cleveland Golf Skills Challenge provided by Sun Mountain Golf Bags. Sun Mountain, ahead of time design. Seymour Putters. Hide the red dot. Seymour. The Winston Collection, creating signature leather products for the finest golf clubs in the world. And by PJ Wheelahan's Pub and Restaurant. Visit one of our restaurants and make it a party at PJ's. Doug Hendricks Wardrobe provided by the Greg Norman Collection. Greg Norman, performance by design.
Welcome back to Winning Golf. Fellas, this wedge is the #1 selling wedge of all time, the Cleveland 588 model. And I'd love to give it to the player who hits the best chip shot here in round one. So guys, who would love a brand new Cleveland wedge? Yeah! That certainly is a majority. So let's start round one of the Cleveland Golf Skills Challenge.
Our Cleveland Golf Skills Challenge takes place on the amazing finishing hole at Radley Run Country Club. Our competitors will showcase their short game skills with some very tricky and challenging shots in 4 preliminary rounds. If they win a round, they win a prize and valuable extra shots in our all-important Survivor round. Our top 2 winners in the Survivor round will compete in an up and in competition to determine this week's champion. Round 1, an uphill 80-foot chip shot. It's no problem for Alex Christensen.
Alex Christensen with a 52-degree Cleveland wedge, and that's a great effort here. Well done, Alex. Nice job.
Carl Molnar makes a run.
With a good setup, using that 56-degree Cleveland wedge, and a nice touch by Carl Molnar. Nice. Well done, buddy. Nice job.
Dan Murray rolls it to about 6.5 feet from the pin.
Boy, this looks really good. This could go at the hole, and look at that shot by Dan Murray. What an effort.
But Greg LeGrand hits a winning golf shot.
Bumping it up here from the left side, and this is going to be very close. Oh my, what a touch by Greg LeGrand.
He's at 4.5 feet. He takes the round. Up next, a 20-yard pitch from the rough. Watch John DeLuigi handle it.
Using an approach wedge, and look at this touch right past the hole. Well done by John. Nice job.
Here's Mark Woodward.
Mark Woodward with a 56-degree wedge, and wow, what an effort from 20 yards. Well done, Mark.
Check out this shot by Dan Murray.
From 20 yards by Dan Murray. Well done.
He's just over 2 feet away, but that's not our winner. How about Greg LeGrand's effort? He's just over a foot away. He takes the round.
Gentlemen, this gift certificate is to one of my favorite restaurants in the entire area, PJ Wheelahan's. And all you have to do to win it is hit the best pitch shot here in round 3. So guys, are you ready to stick some shots next to the pin? Yeah! Man, with that reaction, I can hardly wait to see these shots. So let's get round 3 underway.
Up next, we test the putting skills with a 30-yarder from the rough. Alex Christensen shows some skill.
Alex Christensen with a nice setup and a nice stroke. This should get to the hole just on the left side. Pin high, well done.
Frank Baresi gets it to 8 feet.
With a 56-degree wedge, and this is a perfect line and just short of the hole. Well done, Frank.
Good job, good job, good job. Dave Barker has some good form.
Oh, Dave Barker bringing it in high, and this is a beautiful touch going right at it. And look at that effort by Dave Barker. Well done, Dave.
But Peter Tiano plays some winning golf right here.
Peter Tiano coming left to right, and look at that touch by Peter Tiano.
He's less than 2 feet away to take the round. Round 4 is a 30-foot uphill putt. Dave Barker has the putter working.
Dave Barker going right at it. What a touch, sitting right below the hole.
Frank Baresi rolls it to 2.5 feet.
Good speed, good line, terrific stroke.
Mark Woodward shows good touch.
Looks like he has a line. Does he have enough speed? And oh, look at that.
John DeLuigi also with a nice stroke.
Look at this touch.
He's 2 feet from the hole. Mike Cervini is even better at 11 inches.
And boy, what a line this is. He's got great speed. This has a chance. Inches from the hole. Well done, Mike Cervini.
But host John Chiavelli says hold everything with this gem to 6 inches.
Wow, right on the lip.
The host takes the round, but can he keep it up? We'll find out after Doug takes our players to short game school.
To hit a successful chip shot, you need what I call the 2 Ds, good distance and good direction. Today I'd like to focus on the directional side and specifically the 2 keys that help your ball travel down the target line. Key number 1 is aiming the club face correctly, and number 2 is having your club head going down the target line. In other words, a good path. Now these 2 keys are related, and I'll show you how. On the ground I have 2 alignment rods. They represent my target line. I also have another training tool called a magnetic rod, which tells me exactly where my club face is aiming. I want to make sure that's also going towards my target. This is what happens over time. Players come to me with an open club face. In other words, aiming out to the right. Over time, their body will aim to the right, and as a result, their path will go out to the right. The ball will wind up right of their target. The same thing happens from the left side. If a player's club face is closed, over time their body will start aiming left, and then their path will come across the ball. As a result, they finish left of the target. So what are the keys? The keys are to get this club head down the target line, and then make sure your path also comes down the target line. Let's see what happens. I like to get out over my golf ball, make sure my club head is perfect, and then a good path. Well, if you work on these 2 directional keys, I promise you'll play winning golf.
The top 2 players in our Cleveland Golf Skills Challenge Survivor round will advance to compete in a one-on-one up and in competition to determine this week's champion. Players who've won previous rounds have extra shots to try to get it closest to the cup. And this week, a 65-foot chip shot awaits. Mike Cervini chips his ball to 10.5 feet.
And this is going to land right in front of the hole. Good stroke and good choice by Mike Cervini.
Peter Tiano makes a run at the final with his effort to just over 8 feet.
Peter Tiano with a good line and a good touch. What a beautiful stroke by Peter Tiano.
Host John Chiavelli gets second place in the round with this great shot to 4 feet 10 inches.
And that's a nice effort by John Chiavelli.
And watch Greg LeGrand's shot.
With his eyes over the ball and a good stroke and good speed. This is going right at it. Greg LeGrand with a beautiful touch around the green here.
He's at 3.5 feet and grabs the first spot in our final. Our runner-up, host John Chiavelli, graciously gives up his spot in the final to Mike Cervini. What a great host. So it's Cervini and LeGrand in our up and in playoff when Winning Golf, brought to you by SAP, continues. Prizes for Winning Golf contestants provided by Proforma Industries, your one source for promotional products, printing services, and e-commerce solutions. Skills training aids and golf fitness products. Skills, be an athlete, become a player. Golf Fuel, the product that fuels your game. Puka Headwear, the industry's #1 source for fully custom headwear. The original Puka. Outerwear provided by FootJoy. Whether it's cool, rainy, or windy, make every day playable with FootJoy.
This year at Kapalua, it was the first week I had it in the bag. I had the second shot on the 9th hole, par 5 there, uphill, into the wind, out of the left, and I hit this nice, strong fade 3-wood, which with my old 3-wood, it would have come up short. And this one flew far enough, got to the green, had about a 15-footer for eagle. With the trampoline effect, it definitely helps the 3-wood be hotter, but not only that, it makes it more forgiving. I'm Aaron Badley, and I play the new Adams Speedline Fast 12 3-wood.
Gather with friends and make it a party at PJ's.
With fresh cocktails and a great selection of local craft beer.
Order up our famous buffalo wings,
flavored in your choice of 7 signature sauces.
Philly's #1 sports fans catch every game at PJ Wellaham,
where every seat is the best seat in the house.
Find a location near your neighborhood. Visit pjspub.com.
Shouldn't you be driving an Infiniti?
Infiniti of Ardmore and Infiniti of Westchester. Come in today to test drive the all-new Infiniti 7-passenger JX. Affordable luxury you deserve.
It's time now for the SAP Up and In playoff on Winning Golf.
Welcome back to Winning Golf and the exciting SAP Up and In playoff, which will decide this week's champion. I'm standing here with our 2 finalists, guys. Terrific job today.
Thank you.
Thanks. Greg, let me start with you. You finished first in the Survivor round, which means you'll get the choice now of going first or second here in the SAP Up and In playoff. So what's your strategy going to be?
I think I'm going to go second and put the pressure on Mike.
All right, well, these 2 guys know each other. So, Mike, you're going to go first. What are you going to do?
Try to put it close and flip the pressure right back at Greg here.
Well, you can tell this is going to be an exciting finish. Now, remember, we're playing an up and in format, which means whoever gets their ball into the cup in the fewest number of strokes is our champion. Guys, good luck. Well, we're down to 2, and for our finalists, it's up and in for a beautiful trophy, a bunch of prizes, a slot in the Winning Golf Championship, and a chance to pitch for a brand new Infiniti JX. Our first shot in the SAP playoff will be a 25-yard uphill pitch shot out of the rough. Mike Cervini will have the honors. Mike is a finance manager at Amerisource Bergen, carries a 22 handicap, and plays most of his golf at Pickering Valley Golf Club. Well, we have a very challenging 18th green here at Radley Run. A lot of undulation, so this should be a tough shot. Mike's bringing it up the left side, and just off the back edge, and it looks like about 15 feet from the hole. He's in good shape from there. Greg is a financial analyst at Amerisource Bergen, has an 18 handicap, and plays most of his golf at Ravensclaw. And look at this shot by Greg LeGrand. Well, since Mike Cervini is away, he will go first. He is 15 feet, putting downhill. And just off the green, it's a nice touch. Oh, it's very fast here, and here comes the ball well past the hole. And that's how fast it is here at Radley Run. What a challenging green here to finish off each round of golf. Well, now Greg LeGrand is in a good situation. He has 9 feet. If he can roll this in for a 2, he will become the Winning Golf champion at Radley Run. Here's the putt. It's coming downhill, and look at this putt. It's in the hole, and Greg LeGrand is our champion at Radley Run Country Club. Well done, Greg. Well, Greg LeGrand, congratulations for becoming the Winning Golf champion here at Radley Run Country Club. You made some great pressure shots. I hope you had a wonderful day.
I had a great day. Had a lot of fun. I wanted to thank Winning Golf and SAP for having everybody out here today. A lot of fun.
Well, you got a great short game, and in a couple minutes, you're going to have the opportunity to make a terrific shot and hopefully knock one in the hole to win a brand new Infiniti JX. How does that sound?
Sounds pretty good. We're expecting baby number 2 in 2 weeks, so I could use the space.
Well, the JX is the perfect family car, so don't touch that remote. We'll be right back with more Winning Golf.
Up next, we try to give away a new Infiniti JX on our Infiniti Champions Pitch. Winning Golf brought to you by SAP. We'll be right back.
know, I've played hybrids for years, and I've seen some pros play 3, even 4 hybrids. With the new A12 OS hybrid irons, you'll get the ball in the air easier. Your miss hits will fly straighter, and you'll get more distance with every shot. It's a no-brainer. This is our best performing hybrid iron set ever.
Buy the new Idea A12 OS hybrid irons from Adams Golf, and you'll receive 7 lessons from the best-selling DVD, Tom Watson Lessons of a Lifetime.
Shouldn't you be driving an Infiniti?
Infiniti of Ardmore and Infiniti of Westchester. Come in today to test drive the all-new Infiniti 7-passenger JX. Affordable luxury you deserve.
Question: could a tour ball actually hurt your game? Answer: absolutely. If you're above a 10 handicap, a lot of the extra spin you're getting from a tour ball is side spin. So you'll be playing your second shot from here, or here, or here. Wouldn't you rather be here? The answer is Q-Star from Strixon, engineered for less spin off the tee and more control from fairway to green. Question your ball. Q-Star is the answer.
With Winning Golf, everybody wins.
It's time now on Winning Golf for the Infiniti Champions Pitch. You'll soon see why we're Infiniti and beyond.
Welcome back to Winning Golf for our final event, the Champions Pitch. Each week, our champion will attempt to hole out from 90 feet to win an amazing brand new Infiniti JX. Winning Golf is thankful to have 2 wonderful dealerships, Infiniti of Ardmore and Infiniti of Westchester, sponsoring this exciting event. So let me set the stage. We are on the practice green at Radley Run Country Club. Our champion, Greg LeGrand, is 90 feet away. If he can hit the pitch shot of his life, he will drive home in a luxurious Infiniti JX. Well, Greg LeGrand has a great short game. Let's see if he can get close here. He's got a good setup, and here it comes. Oh, look at this effort, and look at this shot. One of the best of the year by Greg LeGrand. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's show from the very special Radley Run Country Club. We certainly appreciate the warm hospitality extended to our players, as well as the Winning Golf team. I also want to thank my host today, John Ciavelli from SAP, for doing a terrific job, and congratulate our champion, Greg LeGrand. Greg's victory today earns him a slot in the Winning Golf Championship, which will be held next week at the prestigious Ace Club. Greg will join 18 other champions and compete for the Winning Golf Championship trophy, as well as an amazing grand prize from Cleveland Golf. You won't want to miss all that excitement. Well, thanks again for watching. I'll see you all next week.
Winning Golf is brought to you by SAP. SAP, the best run businesses run SAP.
Everybody